ready to go. So it is the single platform, right, which provides you functionality to develop one application and deploy it on the for the multiple scenarios or the multi-channel. Now we will be talking more about this. So there are two approaches when we talk about multi-channel application. One is building native mobile application. Here if you understand, for each and every device along with the each and every version of the operating system, you have to create a unique application. For an example, if we talk about iOS, so in iOS for the 3.0 you have to have a different application. For 4.0 you have to have a different application. With the 4.1 or 4.2 get released, you have to test that application again, or maybe you have to customize that application again. Same way for the Android, you have to have a the other version of the application. So now if you combine all these scenarios, you will see that you are maintaining more than 20 applications at any point of the time. Now managing those applications can be very time consuming as well as very costly from the organization perspective. So what is the alternative to overcome this challenge? Is you can use the web technology, you can use the HTML5, CSS and JavaScript based rich UI based application which can be open in the browser and can provide you all the relevant information within a click. So if you are looking for that application which we recommend, then you have to use Web Experience Factory. So this is where Web Experience Factory comes into the picture. It provides a set of highly automated tools for developing mobile web applications. Now if you are looking, although it is not scope of today's discussion, but if you are looking natively installable application for the device, there is one more component which is called as the Worklight, IBM Worklight, which gets integrated with this IBM Web Experience or the WEF IDE tool. Now using these tools, you can create native application and can deploy it on your infrastructure. But today we will not be covering that. We will be talking only about how you can use the single code and create UIs for the multi-channel. So that's all about building multi-channel web experience. Now let's skip this. And so as for the web application, it provides you so many out-of-the-box connectors and other utilities. Same way for creating mobile web application, it provides you so many resources out of the box. Like you have mobile list and detail service consumer wizard for creating the application within minutes. You have data layout builder, you have page navigation builder, geolocation builder, you have got mobile UI theme and rich data definition library. So all these are provided to you out of the box. Now using these features, you can develop application in 10 to 15 minutes. I will point out to you a demo on YouTube which will show you that within 13 minutes how you can develop a multi-channel application from the scratch. I am not showing you all those demos because these have all been recorded and hosted on public scenarios. So anybody can go and watch these demos on their leisure. I am concentrating more on covering what are the technology sets or the capability this IDE or the tool provides. Then I'll point out to you the relevant set of information through which you can go on your laser and get the information as required. So moving to the next set is the page navigation builder. It defines that how the navigation list should look like. On the first hand, you can see that it's a navigation list, one item below to the one item, right? And second is the navigation list with grouping, where you have grouped multiple options, and then you have the tabs. So on the top hand side, on the top side, you can scroll through the tabs and have the information. You can also use HTML5 geolocation. So geolocation is something which, using the GPS functionality in the smartphone, can tell you that what is your lat and long, what is your latitude and the longitude. So these two information can be provided to the server, and server can do the calculation, and based on your location it can provide you some results. Like if you're standing at some place and you want to check out that what are the nearby branches to me, you can simply open this, open the bank's website or the application in your smartphone browser, and there you can say this is my location, and then you can search for the results. So you don't have to provide any input. It will automatically fetch the information from your GPS locator and will forward that information to the server for the further processing. So this is the HTML5 geolocation feature. Now to incorporate the same in your application, the builder is provided you out of the box. So you have to simply customize or provide the option or change the properties as per your requirements. You don't have to write the code. Same way, it also provides you UI themes. So you have multiple UI themes. It also provides you responsive UI theme, which I will be showcasing you very soon. Using responsive theme, the same very interface can be viewed on multiple devices. General in traditional manner, how it happens: for the desktop you create a separate UI, for a tablet you create the separate UI or the theme, and for the mobile you create a separate UI or the theme. Now tomorrow, if you have to add one more piece or add some piece of the information, what you have to do, you have to change or the edit or update the three user interfaces, the UIs, right? But with the help of the responsive theme, now you don't have to be worried for that as well. What you can do, the same very UI can be seen on multiple devices. It automatically adjusts the information. So I'll showcase you one. I'll showcase you one example for that. Let me just share it with. Just a moment, please. Show my. This is the website, the application or the portal site which we have built for the demo purpose using Web Experience Factory. Now here, if I show you the user agent, which is currently being used as the desktop browser. Now if I change the user agent of this browser to, for say, iPad, you will notice few changes in the application. It will take a moment to fetch the information. Please bear with me. Oops, it has logged out. Let me just log in back. Now if I show you here, using the responsive theme, what will happen, it will automatically recognize the length and the width of the browser or of the display screen, and based on that resolution or the space which is available, it will automatically try to fit the text. I'm just trying to resize it smaller. So I'm trying to resize the window smaller. Now as the window is getting smaller and smaller, you can see the white space which was there on the left hand side and the right hand side. Is getting reduced. Sorry, just right. So here you can see the text is getting reduced. Now if I try to make it more smaller, you will notice that the top image which is there will start cropping from the right hand side. So just notice this. I'm just trying to small the window, making it more smaller. The picture is getting cropped, the text is getting readjusted, right? So what it says, the same very much UI. If you are seeing it on the tablet, the space which is available to you to read the information is less in comparison to the space which is available generally on the laptops or the desktops. So it automatically sees that how much space is available, and it automatically try to sorry, fit the information as per the space available. Now if I take it to a level where it turns into screen size like iPhone or some other, here you can see the main image which is there is cropped to a very small level. The other images which were there on the side by side has automatically come down to bottom to the text. So now on a single instance, I can see or I can read the whole information. I don't have to scroll it left to right. It can automatically do that for me. Previously the icons were coming on top. Now because I'm using a smartphone, I can simply drag and drop the icons from top itself. I just resize this to the maximum, and now here you can see that the layout now is in full page mode. So it is the same very much URL, the same theme. This is called as the responsive theme. So IBM Portal and Web Experience Factory both supports responsive theme. We provide you few out of the box samples to create such themes. Isn't it amazing? Let me just switch back to my presentation. In the meanwhile, I have got one more question, and it says, can I use PhoneGap? So PhoneGap is generally used to create installable applications on the phone. Yes, you can use that, and you can create a hybrid application using these two features. So you can create application using PhoneGap, where it will be installed on the device itself, and using the PhoneGap, the installed application, using the hybrid mode, you can call these URLs. So this way, it will solve both the purposes. Now using HTML5, in my later slides I'll be talking about, you can also utilize offline capabilities which I'll be showcasing you as well. Let me just move to the next slide first. So here is one example for sales order application mode. So on the desktop, it may look like a different way. On the smartphone, because the space is very limited, you may have a different view, and on the tablet, you might have a different view. But to create all these views, you don't have to write the code. That's the objective. You have got the builders available with you. You have to just define the builder. You have to just tell them that these are the profiles. One is for the desktop, second one is for the smartphone, and third one is for the tablet. And using these three profiles, it will automatically build these UIs on the runtime. So here we are talking about sample offline iPad application using HTML5. So let me just showcase you this in a moment. So this is, let me just refresh it first. Okay. So this is the UI which we are talking about. Now, because I have opened it in the browser, it is coming this way. Here what I can do, I can provide all information, and it can save that information locally. So now if you see over here, when I say save form, it has saved this form using HTML5 local caching functionality on the device itself. Now once connected, what I can do, I can simply say submit save form. Now it will take and send the information to the server. So we can also create offline applications using Web Experience Factory. Just switch it back to the presentation. So with the 8.0, we have introduced a few new things, like now you have new user experience with Dojo mobile tooling, slide in and out effect, scrollable panes, new mobile widgets. So all these are part of the new UI theme which we have introduced. You also get client-side architecture, like this one which I showed you very recently. So you can use the offline caching functionality, and once connected, then you can push the data to the server. Using Dojo mobile tooling capabilities, you can create a very intuitive and rich UI. New out-of-the-box themes. And you have data layout builder support for theme controlled styling. So you can define that how the content should look like. And you can